What up, Pisces? I hope everybody is doing wonderful on this Friday. It feels like the new year is coming in really, really quick, you guys. And I know for a lot of you, you're waiting for this energy to come in. Pisces, I feel like there is a lot of travel that could be coming your way moving into the new year. For some of you, I don't even think this is just going like from town to town or anywhere local. I feel like some of you actually are going to be traveling overseas, going possibly to different countries. If you're overseas, you could be coming to the United States. But I just feel like there's this big push to make you, it's like wanderlust. Like, I want to go see what's going on over there, so I'm going to travel. So I feel for a lot of you that you're going to be looking for opportunities to move around. Some of you could be walking away from a relationship that maybe didn't work out the way that you wanted. Especially if you've been waiting on somebody, investing a lot of time in someone, I feel like you're going to be moving towards a different relationship. You may have to close a door on something that maybe in 2019 you put energy into it and it was like there was never any movement forward with this. This could have been waiting on somebody. Or you may even be getting this conversation or message that comes to you where somebody could be like, you know what, you know, I put a lot of energy into you. It didn't look like things were moving forward, so now I'm going to go ahead and move in a different direction. So, general read, this can go both ways. Either you're telling somebody that, you know what, it's not working out the way I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and move in a different direction. For some of you, you may be hearing this from a person. I definitely feel the need for change coming in for you guys. And I feel like you may have some people that are going to be kind of like, you know what, you're changing. You're not doing things the same way. Maybe you go and get a tattoo. Maybe you go get a piercing. Maybe you know, switch up your cars or the way you dress or the way you're doing your hair. I feel like there's this big need to be more authentic or to feel more like yourself. So for a lot of you, I feel like it's going to be this thing where people are going to kind of be like, you know what, you weren't like that last year. But I feel like it's growth, it's evolution. So don't be surprised for a few of you if you're going to be defending yourself with people around you. I definitely feel like there is this thing of letting go of relationships or friendships, especially if there was betrayal. I feel like there's a lot of gossip. So some of you may need to be careful that if you're putting things out there, be careful who you're talking to. And for a few of you with this betrayal, this may even be a good friend or a family member, somebody who's coming back, and it's like, you know, you told them in confidence, something in confidence, and then you find out that they went back and told somebody else, and it could be ending the friendship. Or if it's not ending the friendship, I feel like you're looking at this person a little bit differently. It's like, you know what, I'm not going to share like what I used to. This could be a co-worker too, because I get some of you may even be switching jobs because of something like this, where there's either gossip or betrayal within a work setting. Anything that has to do with your money or affecting your family this year, I feel like y'all are, if it's not in a positive light, a lot of y'all are going to be like, you know what, fuck it. I'm cutting this off. I'm not putting energy into these people. I'm not putting energy into this environment. I definitely feel like you're kind of moving into this year where I keep getting like the vision of Ten of Swords, where you're kind of pulling the swords out your back. So maybe last year or 2019, some of you got stabbed in the back by somebody that was close to you. Could have been family member, co-worker, friend, even a relationship. And you're moving into 2020 and you're yanking the knives out your back. And it's almost like with determination. So I feel like for a lot of you, if you were kind of fucked over in 2019, you're going into 2020 a lot stronger. It's almost like that thing, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me type of vibe. It's like, we're not doing this again. I'm not going to give you the opportunity to do this. Definitely feel like some of you are moving towards some type of notoriety, putting yourself out there. I've been seeing this a lot in people's cards. So I feel like this is almost the year of like social media stars. Like, I know we've been having Instagram people and Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and Zoom, but I feel like for a lot of people, they're really kicking the year off with like, I'm going to start my business. I'm going to put myself out there. You know, I'm going to do my online thing. So some of you might even be doing something on the side where you're bringing in money. For some of you, though, this could be your profession. You could be really in front of a camera or a limelight, or presenting yourself to people. All right, let's go ahead and pull you down. Let's get this going. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. What's up for my Pisceans? Definitely showing that there is a new job coming. It has the potential to bring in really good money, you guys. So if you've been kind of looking, especially if you've been having conflict with work, I feel like for some of you, you're ending that cycle. You're just not going to go ahead and keep this going on. There's this thing or this need to feel drawn to something that is productive for you. So we have Nine of Wands. Uh-oh. They're sticking together. We have Eight of Cups. We have the Star card. We have the Hermit. We have the King of Cups. We have the World card. Two of Wands, travel being put out in the limelight. Ten of Blades, stabbed in the back. Three of Coins, working with a team. This could be at work, you guys. Five of Cups, something not working out the way you want it. Could have been three people involved in it. Seven of Cups, changes coming in. Six of Cups, somebody from the past, and then one more. Two of Blades. So that was the Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Now let's see what we got going on with the angels. What messages do the angels have? Pisces. Alright, let's see what we got. We got King of Cups twice, so this could be representing you for sure. Five of Cups twice, I believe. Queen of Fire. Unity. Ego. Nine of Pentacles. Strength. Four of Wands, and one more Spirit. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups twice. So let's go ahead and pull you up, Pisces. Hey, Pisces. All right, so definitely feel like a few of you are moving into the new year where you may have felt like you were beat up. 2019 might have been, let me try to get the glare off of it and figure out where I need to be. 2019 may have been a year where you felt like you were kind of beat up by people. This is gossip, ridicule, almost feeling like judgment. So some of you may have been dealing with people, whether this was in your work environment or around your friends, where you just kind of felt like, you know what, I'm not comfortable with you. I don't trust you. Some of you may have found out that people that were close to you were gossiping about you. With the Eight of Cups, this is somebody who wants to move on. You could have been dealing with depression too. Some of you might have been struggling with this. Now, if you put these two together, it definitely feels like this could be some type of depression or anxiety that's coming at you. Some of you may be having issues with people around you that make you feel like your worth is questioned with these people, because you may have some people that really have not been treating you really well. So I do feel like some depression. I feel like some of you are kind of coming out battle worn, moving in to 2020. Probably not the best feeling. Now, when we look at the Hermit card is showing somebody that is kind of pulling away. And this could be depression too. We got two cards where somebody has their head down. It's almost like things are not feeling good. Things are not feeling right. I'm not really sure what's going on. So some of you may be dealing with anxiety, may be dealing with depression. If this is chronic, you may want to go ahead and talk to your doctor, make a visit, especially moving into the new year. If this is something that's been lingering on for some of you, you may need to go ahead and get a hold of it. For a few, I definitely feel like there could be an issue with betrayal. Somebody close to you may have hurt you, may have done you dirty, and you're feeling a little bit down about this. For some of you, it's causing you to pull away from people. For a few, there is full-blown depression. You can't clean your house. You wake up, you're probably not combing your hair. You're barely making yourself out of your bed. You don't want to be around other people, and it's because you possibly have been hurt or betrayed. Now, for some of you, and I love this card, and I bring it up all the time, there's a camera, a video camera on that fence. So the camera is pointing at the perpetrator. So these people, you see them. Some of you may even know these people. Even the damn cat is fighting. Now, I don't know if the cat is fighting her or trying to defend her. Pay attention how your animals act with people that come to your house or come around you. If they don't like them, there's a good reason why they probably don't like them. I do feel for some of you, this could even be dealing with something in the spiritual community. When I look at her shirt with the skull and the crossbow, for some of you, you definitely could be dealing with betrayal in a spiritual community, a spiritual house, a coven, an organization, whatever you're involved with. You may be dealing with some people that are doing you dirty. Now, if this is not in a spiritual house or a coven, this could be like-minded people. We have the Unity card. Let me grab it real quick. Let's see, where did it go? So for some of you, this could be some type of spiritual thing. You could be trying to connect with people, and there may be some betrayal. Not for everybody, because I feel for some of you, this is going to be a positive card. But it is showing for a few that there could be some unbalance or imbalance that is going on within a community. And for some of you, you may know these people who are betraying you. Now, if this is a community with your family, a community at work, or a spiritual community, this could be a warning to watch your back. Because some of you may be feeling like, look, you know, you don't stab me, kick me, beat me, I'm walking on crutches or whatever. I feel for a lot of you, you're trying to, if you see this person, they're walking away. They're trying to walk away from this. So some of you may be walking away from an environment or a scene where you just don't feel comfortable. With Eight of Cups is like, I don't want to put any more energy into anything. I just want to move forward. Now, if you look out that window, there's a stairway, and it's illuminated, and it looks like it leads down to a beach. Whatever it is, the moon is shining on it, the grass is green. So for a lot of you, if you're in this energy and you feel stuck, this is kind of telling you that you have options, that you have something that could be better. So if you are depressed, if you are dealing with this energy, if you can't deal with it on your own, then it may be time to look for a professional or a counselor, a therapist, advisor, even a good friend that you can talk to, because it may just be as simple as holding your head up and looking at the path in front of you. I definitely feel with the Hermit card, some of you are going to be pulling back. And you may be pulling back for studies. This woman is reading a book. She's taking some time for herself. I feel for some of you, you're regrouping. If you've been let down or been hurt, I feel like it's you're putting yourself in a position where it's like, okay, well, I need to learn this, or I need to do this better, or I need to get better prepared. Because even though this person is pulling away, she's not just in bed crying and falling apart. Even though there is some disappointment, I feel like she is studying. For some of you, this could even be getting back into your religion or your spirituality. Can't tell if it's a Bible. Kind of looks like a Bible to me, but there's a lot of books in there, and I feel like this person is taking a step back and they're focusing on themselves. They're still trying to learn something, so they're focusing on themselves. Now, I definitely get that there is going to be some travel. And for some of you, you may, after some type of disappointment, may decide, I want to move forward. For a few of you, this may even be for a job, because we got the train on the Three of Pentacles too. So some of you could be moving forward. You could be working on some project. You could be getting a job offer that takes you somewhere else. Possibly a relocation coming in. Not for everybody. For some, I feel like you're going to get a job offer in your area that may require local travel back and forth. For some of you, this could be even an Uber. Are they building a bridge? Is this a boat? I can't tell. I think this is water because I get a duck and frogs going in. So some of you could be working towards some type of travel occupation. Flight attendant, pilot, cruise ships. Something that has you moving back and forth. This could be Uber or Lyft. Some of you may even be working with other people, trying to create something that brings in more money. Definitely feel like there's a connection with money. Either you're going somewhere to work to bring in more money, or you're working harder so that you can travel. Whatever it is, though, Pisces, I feel like there is going to be some travel that's coming in. Some of you, I feel like you really are trying to go to a different country, because I get paperwork like visa, green card, or filling out something so that you can go. For some of you, this could even be a work visa. Going somewhere where maybe you can stay there for 6 months, get a job, and make some type of money. You could be exploring different places, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of growth that's coming in with travel. With the Eight of Cups twice, I feel like for a lot, you're moving away from things that just don't serve you anymore. Could be spiritual growth too. Looking at things differently, getting a different perspective on things, opening your eyes, especially if you came out of a rough year. If you came out of a rough year where there was betrayal and you just felt beat down, I feel like a lot of you are not going to wallow in that energy too long. It's going to be like, you know what? Okay, fuck it. I'm moving forward. I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. I'm going to let it go. Could be moving somewhere else, plotting your trip. Some of you may be on the road a lot. Like I say, working. I definitely feel like there is this thing of things not turning out the way you want it. And for some, it may have to do with a relationship, because we do have the Five of Cups on the Six of Cups. This could be memories from the past. Now, this could be, of course, really struggling with losing someone. This is a really horrible time of the year. December and January around the holidays are really hard for a lot of people because loved ones aren't here, especially if you lost a person to death. So some of you may be ending something. There could be a relationship that is dead to you. There could be a job that is dead to you. For some of you, there may have been a person from the past that revisited, and you're realizing it didn't go where you wanted it to go, or it didn't turn out the way you wanted it. So there could be this thing of looking at something from the past but thinking maybe it's not the right thing for me, or I put energy into it and it just didn't grow. I feel for some of you there could have been a person from the past that you were really connected with, and they just didn't reciprocate feelings, and now you're moving on. Now, if this is not them, this could also be you deciding that you want to move on. It looks like somebody is focusing or turning their attention somewhere else, and we have the Five of Cups twice, which is definitely showing something didn't work out the way that you wanted it. So now there's a movement forward. And for a lot of you, this movement may come with a move, a relocation. I don't want to be here anymore. This place has bad memories. With the Six of Cups, things that maybe you don't want to remember, things that didn't work out, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it moving forward. I definitely feel for a lot of you, you're probably moving towards more of an independence, which means that for some you could be ending a relationship. If you have a job, if you worked with a lot of people, some of you may even be thinking about going into some type of entrepreneurship. The Strength card is coming out and showing that whatever it is, Pisces, you have what it takes to move forward. I feel for some of you, you could have been dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, Fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you may have come across another water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But I do feel like you could be walking away from one element to be with another element. Say you were with air, it didn't work out with air, now you're moving towards fire. For some of you, you may even be online dating, because I'm getting a lot of communication to people talking to each other over and over again. And this could even be something that's a little bit different. With the Seven of Cups, some of you may be trying something different, stepping out of your element, dating somebody who's completely different than your last person, moving to a completely different place. Some of you may even be looking into getting tattoos or piercings, making your life a little bit more colorful, kind of like me right now, right? And I do have Pisces moon, so this would fit me perfectly. And the tattoos and piercings, of course. So for some of you, I feel like you could be opening up to something different. That may be why some people are going to start looking at you going like, what the fuck is going on with Pisces? What are they doing? Some of you, I feel like last year was just like, you know, it could have been better. Didn't quite turn out the way I want. And I think a lot of people are reflecting on this at the end of the year. But I feel for some of you, you're really kind of coming out of your comfort zone and really pushing yourself out there. With the Two of Wands and the Star card, and with the Two of Wands, this could even be dealing with a partnership. For some of you, this could be connecting with this Queen of Swords, male or female. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Could be somebody who comes in really quick. Somebody that you weren't looking for, looking at, and all of a sudden they're right there. And it's like, hey, what's up with you? So some of you could be making a connection with somebody and it's like, this feels good. Person may be moving too fast though, Pisces. Make sure that you're not being pushed too fast. Now, Pisces, we know how you guys do it. We know. Y'all might be all in for the first month or whatever, and if it starts to get a little strange, I kind of pull back. Hold up, let me think. Let me get my balance. Let me go to the water. Let me figure out what's going on, and then you might come back. But I feel like if you have somebody that's coming in too quick, I feel like some of you are going to slow it down. I think really, when I look at the King of Cups, he's looking for family. He's looking for something that has some stability. So for a lot of you, I don't feel like you're looking for a fuck buddy or a booty buddy. I feel like you're really looking for somebody that is offering you some stability. With the Four of Wands, some of you may even be thinking about moving in with somebody, moving closer to be with them. Some of you, this may even be engagement. Pisces, I do feel like a few of you are going to get new homes or new apartments, and it's because you want the stability. So you may be connecting with a partner and moving towards something that offers you a little bit more stability this year. And it could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Now, if we don't go on the signs, I feel a lot of you are going to be attracted to somebody that has their shit together. Like they could be in alpha mode. Like, this is what I do. So this is how I want to do this. Be careful, Pisces, especially if some of you are a little bit triggered by people that come in and try to take control of your life. Some of you are going to have to learn to compromise. Make sure that you're not being too far over on their side and you're not yanking them too far over on yours, because I feel for this to work, you have to be balanced with this, which means for some of you, you may have to kind of compromise to a place that you feel comfortable and this person feels comfortable too. Now, this could also be their energy, because I feel like somebody's coming in really dominant and aggressive. And it's almost like, okay, let's do this. We can do that. We can go here. We can move there, whatever. And Pisces, I feel like for some of you, that may be where that pullback comes in. Like, well, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me figure out what I want to do. So I feel for some of you, you have an opportunity for a relationship or a love relationship to come in. But some of you may be feeling like the person is moving too fast. For a few of you, I feel like you may still be kind of stuck on somebody from your past, even though you may feel like, I gave them all this time, nothing worked, they don't want me, I don't want them anymore, I'm going to go with this new person. I feel like some of you are still kind of hooked, or could possibly be hooked on somebody from the past, which is so funny, because I did have an ex-Pisces, and he's like, I'm dating somebody, I met them, and they're wonderful or whatever, but I'm coming to Texas to visit you. What? Okay. All right. So for some of you, there could be this thing where maybe you're caught between two people. You may have somebody that you feel like is offering you more stability, but you may want somebody that has a little bit more of a different energy. So this could be somebody that is really wild, creative, free-spirited, a little different, that you could be attracted to. And then you have somebody who's very, they could be dominant. They could know what they want. They could be focused on what their goals are. And you may be caught up in between this energy. I definitely feel like there is a move. For a few of you, this is a relocation. The World card, you could be moving to a different country, different state. For a few, a different city. But for some of you, I think you're making a really big leap. I do get like paperwork, immigration, things like that. For some of you, you may have somebody from another country that's moving to be closer to you. I definitely see that there is a concern about material things. Do I have enough money? Will I have enough money? And with the two of swords, some of you could be really struggling with your budget and not wanting to see it. If we look at this thing, this woman is doing what I'm doing this month, not wanting to look at the bills. Of course, remember, Pisces moon. So I feel this energy. It's like, okay, it has to be paid. I know it has to be paid, but maybe I don't want to pay it right now. Or maybe somebody could be saying the money is not there. You know, I don't have the money to pay this. So some of you could be struggling with this situation where it's like, okay, I know I need to work more. I know I need to make more money. I feel for some, this could be a dead-end job if you're not making what you need. I feel some of you are going to be looking for a new job, and I do feel like there is a new job coming for Pisces. I feel really you could have 2 to 3 opportunities coming this year. Now, of course, it depends on where you are in the cycle, but for a lot of you, I feel like if you're at the end of a job or a dead-end situation, that you're going to be opening doors. Some of you are going to be connecting with other people. This could be networking. This could be socializing. This could be talking to people in your job. You know, hey, look, I'm looking for a different position. You know, what's available. So I do feel like there is something that's coming in financially, and for a lot of you, it is showing new jobs, new beginnings, especially if there was some betrayal. If you were working with some people or dealing with some people, I feel like for some of you, if you feel like you've been beat up on, you're moving away from that energy. You're looking for more like-minded people. With the Unity card, you want to be balanced. It's like, I don't want to keep feeling like I'm being betrayed or I have to keep watching my back. I want some place where I feel safe. For some of you, this definitely is changing a job. For a few, this could even be leaving a religious organization or a spiritual organization. Wherever there is betrayal, whether this is coming through your family, biological, spiritual, or friends, a few of you are like, look, I'm out. I don't want that energy. I want to be more unified, feel more balanced this year. So I do feel like there's some growth that's coming in, major spiritual growth that's coming in, where there's an awakening, where you're kind of looking at people and going, you know what, can't fuck with you, can't deal with you, you're not the one, you might be my soul family, I'm going to come visit you because there is a kindred connection. I feel like a lot of you are really going to be compartmentalizing your life in 2020. And I think January is just kind of like putting everything down on a piece of paper and going, okay, this is what I need to do. Let's get it done. I do feel if there is 2 people that are coming in love, and I'm going to pull, let me see, where's my other cards? Oh, I moved them, but I got 15 million decks up here. Let's see. I feel for a few of you, if there is a decision between 2 people, I think most of you want the stability. You want the stability or the stable person. You may like the fun, free-spirited person, but if they're not giving you what you need, I feel like a few of you are going to walk away from it. Be careful with the anxiety and the depression. If it's something that is lingering and becomes chronic, you need to definitely go get that fixed, because I feel like a lot of you are going into hermit mode. Some for the reason that they're going to regroup, they're going to study, and they're going to come back out stronger. Some of you, you may have been stabbed in the back so many times, the betrayal is so deep, you're just kind of like, I got to heal. Take your time with that. And if you need help, get help. Because for some of you, this was a rough year. You got beat down. And you're still struggling with that, Pisces. I do definitely see more money coming in. Let's see. Options in love. More than one option in love. So it looks like this year is going to be a year of, and some of you are coming into 2020 with the loves. You already have 2 people and you're picking up some extra people in 2020, and it's like, okay, where do I go? Who the fuck do I want to be with? So there is some growth coming in, and it looks like there could be a relationship that leads to either engagement or possibly marriage. I do see a lot of you working to achieve your goals, resolving obstacles. If there are obstacles at work, and especially if there's what negative, I feel like a masculine energy. Could be a very negative male Or it could be a female that has masculine energy that is just really aggressive and negative. Some of you are definitely going to be kind of closing doors, possibly leaving jobs because you don't want that energy. Be really careful with your budget because there could be an unexpected expense that comes in with your home or car within the next few months. But it definitely is showing for a few of you, if you haven't already hit the cycle of betrayal, you may end up having to deal with that. And it looks like ending relationships or walking away from something because of that. Spirit kind of gives a warning of being careful with miscommunication, but I think a lot of it is gossip. I think a lot of it is gossip, and that could be where the betrayal comes in. So somebody could use your words or twist them, and then it could be something that you didn't expect to get back or get out. So be really careful with what you say and to who you say it with too, Pisces. Let's see, tough shit for Pisces. Tough shit for Pisces. It's time to get angry and stand up for yourself. Try not to speak through your emotions, but instead communicate from a clear-minded center place. The miscommunication, the gossip. If something comes out, you hear about it, make sure that you go back to the source. There's so much that gets lost between point A and point B. And it just gets really crazy when you add C into it, because then it's like, okay, well, who said what? So make sure that you're not going to get upset or you're not blowing up when you don't know the full story. And it's showing, make sure you communicate clearly. If there's something that needs to be said, don't go to somebody else. Go to the person that you need to tell it to, because if not, there could be some miscommunication that ends up, and I'm pretty sure it connects with that Ten of Swords. Okay, explore a new sexual relationship. Don't make it weird. Don't get attached to the idea of commitment. Just go get laid and remember to be safe. All right, so we know we got multiple people coming in, Pisces, but I feel like for some of you, you really do have a love connection that's coming in that has the potential to be really solid and something that could move towards marriage. The thing about it is, Spirit is saying, don't pick out the wedding gown. Don't ask this person to move in with you. Don't give them your debit number on the first date. Take your time. Get to know them. Have conversations. Go out with them. Explore the sexual side of it. But don't put them in lockdown. And don't let yourself be put down in lockdown either, Pisces. If you have somebody who's coming in and they're already trying to tell you what to do, and remember I said that could be an issue with the compromise within a relationship. Don't let somebody come in and try to tell you how to live your life. Pisces probably won't do that anyway, because we'll pull back in a minute and be like, what? You might not even see me again. That's how Pisces roll. And trust me, I know. Pisces, don't at me. I know. Pisces moon. Trust me, I know. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like there's good things coming in. Travel, opportunity, new job, new love coming in. Enjoy it. Explore. Don't move too fast. All right, Pisces? Love you guys.